They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Play action. Now it's Tua. And incomplete on the deep ball. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5. You look at this Carolina defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held them to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defensive coordinator told you and I. They've got to be consistent.
All right, fellas, listen up.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he's into the hands of Hockenson downfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Vikings at 9-1 on the year. They've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
And partner, to me, this is a team that no matter what the matchup, they are up for the fight. They are really suited for the postseason the way they're playing right now. And I would not want to face them come playoff time.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He lets one go deep for Addison. Touchdown, Vikings! Jordan Addison, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go. Drill, 52. Ready?
They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Come on, set. Strike.
Now a give. It's Hubbard going left. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. You look at this defense for the Vikings. They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
2nd and 6. The play fake. Now Young. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. Young on 3rd down. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Vikings are going to get the football here at their own 23. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. A nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes you're fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Here's Tua. Drops this off with Nwangu. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Tua. Going back to the same well, it's Hawkinson again. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Second down in the yard. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he gets it down to the 32. 2 yards zone the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, no one wants to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
2nd and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. Touchdown! T.J. Hawkinson, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Alonso looked to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Young.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
3rd down, Young from the gun.
like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 8.
20, TX.
Looking to pass. Tua rolling to his right. And he'll get this one to Cooper, complete. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Cooper's first catch, and good for a 1st down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down and 6 now from the 26. Tua sets up to pass it. Forced out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first-half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away.
You ain't going nowhere.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Taken down at the 42.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Let's go now.
From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 7.
Ready?
Here's Young. He's looking deep for Bell. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I think he just made the punter a little bit jealous there. There was some serious hang time on that ball deep downfield, and while it didn't connect, it certainly sent a message, didn't it?
Young working out of the gun. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the counter, this is Hubbard. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, Young. Steps away to his left. And Young will slide to the ground safely as he picks up the first down as well. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Come on, set.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
Yellow. Ready.
From the shotgun, it's Young. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Miles Sanders, 27 yards. And the Panthers are able to cut into that deficit. Anders Carlson now for the point after. And it's 17-7. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yeah,
run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
20 TX.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 75 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
32 stands.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Flush to his right. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. But he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Quickly to Addison here. Touchdown, Vikings! Jordan Addison with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Let's go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Young will set to throw. That one deep for Marshall. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Sauce Gardner puts it off. And the Vikings are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's caught downfield by Addison. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
They'll give this to Hubbard running right. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They go play action. Young eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Looking to throw. Young. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 35. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Ready?
A first down throw for Young. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Vikings are going to get it back here just past the 35. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. That's his 19th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And the lead is now 24. after the touchdown, wants to kick it off. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Let's go now.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Young to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the nearest one and adhere yourself to it. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Ready, go.
Young. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
10 cycles.
Now Young. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Eric Armstead in there to get him, and on the season now that is 9 sacks for him. And this one is right down Broadway. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It's going to be pretty tough for them to match their efficiency, Charles, in that last possession, needing only the one play to find the end zone on the rushing touchdown.
Yeah, they got that together collectively, didn't they? Total group effort. Although the guy toting the rock, he gets all the credit. It was blocked up so well. The only thing stopping him was running into the goalpost in the back of the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 7. Tua going to throw. Flushed out right. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Tua setting up shop to throw again. That is into the hands of Hawkinson downfield. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 29-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that will bring up second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well, great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On play action, here's Tua. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A pretty good mark there. They needed 14. They got 14 on third down.
Got to give their offensive coordinator credit there. He got right into the head of the defensive coordinator, because right on the heels of the sack on second down, he figured they were going to come at him hard again. And so he went ahead and hit a brilliant call. Screen pass works well enough. They're able to pick up a first down. That's one way to keep that defense at bay.
We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. Addison hauls it in. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a third down and 12.
Solo left side. Solo left side. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Tua. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hawkinson. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way and worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal.
Ready.
Ritter headed right off the option. And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And it's caught. They'll wind up getting 7 on a completion, but they'll still be faced now with a third and goal situation. Ritter will set up to throw it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Let's go.
And I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Desmond Ridder, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rep. As Sanders has it poked free.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Ready.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
This offense so far on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. But just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Sauce Gardner picks it off. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. After the turnover, it's Tua. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Tua now, 3rd and goal. being chased out left. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Tua Tagovailoa, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth quarter lead.
This is a great decision right here. Out of the pocket to his left, and he knows if he waits too long, the defense is going to be all over him. So he makes a decision to go and wins the race to the pylon.
Lutz good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Ready?
A give up the middle, Hubbard. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Off to the races. Moving inside the 20. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Carlson's extra point up and good, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Young. goodness. Here's a 5th interception. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. Meanwhile, here a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
It's a gain of 2.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua out to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down, and he'll have it by plenty as it turns out to be a big gainer there on 4th down. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did